Hey y'all, welcome back. If you watched earlier, I went live and talked about a whole bunch of stuff. And when I got off of there, I started doing some painting, and I wanted to show y'all what I've done and ask for some suggestions because I feel like this isn't finished, but I also know that lots of times when I think something is not finished, I go too far and do too much. So remember, we started with these ornaments like this and this from Dollar General that I got for like 10 cents. I took the decals off and base coated them white, and ended up with this and this. So I knew the little house shape was perfect for a nativity scene, so I could do like the barn and everything. And I kind of penciled one out to see what it looked like. And instead of getting out my paint, I decided to try, because I used acrylic craft paint for the white base coat. So I thought instead of using acrylic paint on it, maybe I would try my watercolor pencils, which just look like a regular colored pencil. You would use them on paper, kind of color it, and then use water, less or more water, to make the colors lighter or darker kind of thing. But I didn't know how it would do on top of other paint. I didn't know if it would dry or what. Well, I'm going to show you what I ended up with. This is what I ended up with, but I really feel like it needs a little something more. I thought about using a really fine tip black pen and kind of outlining things, but I was afraid that would be too harsh. A lot of my watercolor I outline with a colored marker, the same color as the paint, but I usually use like Crayola markers, and I don't think they're going to work on this acrylic paint. I don't think they'll dry on this acrylic paint. So I need opinions on that. Is it finished? Do I just put a hanger on it and like put the year or something on the back, or who it's to, or something like that? Is it finished, or do I need to do more? If I need to do more, what do I need to do? Now, I have a round one that is prepped, and I've kind of penciled on a circle because I think I want to, do a wreath with kind of red berries. And so I'm going to try to do that on video. I've never done that before. I'm going to try to do it on video. It is going to be upside down for y'all because I don't know how to flip and all that. Hey, wait, no. I learned how to put videos together yesterday. Oh, I can do that. I'm going to stop this right now. I'm going to put everything down. Put everything down, record the actual paint process, then I can flip that video, join the videos together, and post it, and y'all can tell me what you think. I'm learning, y'all. I'm slowly learning, but I'm learning. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I think I'm set up. First, I'm going to ask y'all to ignore my poor mat that I thought would clean up easier than it did. That paint just kind of soaked down into the little texture. So I am using this mat to do my journaling at, to do painting at, things like that. And when I feel like it's beyond all hope, I will pull out the one I have upstairs, because I accidentally ordered two. I'll pull out the one I have upstairs and bring it down here. Okay, again, I'm using the same apple barrel paint from Walmart. This is, of course, not a $1 bottle. It's like a $2 or $3 bottle. Not a big deal. They're not that expensive, and it's easy cleanup. I'm using matte because if I want it to be glossy after I do it, I can brush a coat of Mod Podge over the whole thing to make it shiny. And since it's Christmas, I might put a coat of Mod Podge over the whole thing and then sprinkle some iridescent glitter. I'm not using a lot of this because I don't want a lot of brown. I'm going to do a thin circle of brown to like form the wreath, and then do the green kind of over and around that. But in case there are spaces between the green, I do want to have a form there. So I'm not even going to pour this out onto my plate. I use a plate for a palette because it's easy to wash. If I can get this open. I thought I was going to open it and just dip into the thing. Apparently that's not going to happen. So I will squeeze out just a drop of that brown. This is a nutmeg brown. I'm going to dip, and just do a real rough kind of circle around here. Not anything, it's not going to be perfect. Y'all know by now, nothing I do is perfect. Nothing I do is perfect. And if you don't believe me, you can ask my kids. They'll tell you. Nothing Mama does is perfect. Mama does okay, but nothing is perfect. In fact, I might do a couple of circles around here like this, because I kind of like that irregular. It kind of reminds me of the grapevine wreaths, if you know what I'm talking about. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to kind of make this an intentional wiggle around here. An intentional wiggle. There's a word for you. Intentional wiggle. That's my new word for the day. When Shannon comes home, I'm going to tell him, I made an intentional wiggle today, and see what he says about that. He'll laugh. He laughs at all the crazy things I say and do. He's such a good sport. Bless his heart. I don't know where. I don't know how I got him. I don't know how I deserved him. I really don't, because he is just exceptional when it comes to me and my goofiness. Now, this is a crisp green, a little darker than an apple green, not as dark as kind of an evergreen. And I meant to look up how I could make it darker. I think I'm going to do some of this color, some with a little brown mixed in it. That might make it darker, and then some with the white to make it lighter. We'll see. We're going to start with this color first. Since it's the medium color, we'll start with this. But you see, well, you know what? I'm going to use the brown that I have there to mix with this and see what we get. First, I'll do this color green, and I'm going to show y'all this is how imperfect things are when I do them. I'm just going to dot around here. Around and over the brown. It doesn't matter if that brown gets mixed in. This is just going to be a very simple, primitive sort of wreath. There's no rhyme or reason to what I'm doing. I'm just dotting this paint on there with the brush. This brush is already kind of smooshed at the end, so you know what? I'm not going to worry about it. This is very irregular. You see how they're spread out? There's no rhyme or reason to them, because that's what you would get with a real wreath, right? Gonna mix some of this brown into the green. I hope y'all can see that. I don't know, I'm getting a little bit darker green there. Got a little more brown than what I want, so let's mix some more green into it. I'm not an artist, y'all. I've never had any kind of training to paint or anything like that. I've just learned a little bit of color mixing as I go. Does that look any darker? I guess it's a little bit darker. And yeah, it's a little darker. Maybe I'll put another drop of brown into it. Let me get a couple more of these on here before I do that. This could be cute, y'all. Ooh, that's a big old chunk of dried up paint fell on me. I bet I got it on my pants. That's okay too, because the clothes I wear at home are pretty much okay for painting in and stuff like that. I certainly don't wear my outside clothes at home, because I'll end up getting bleach on them and everything else. Everything else. I can't go in the bathroom and scrub a bathroom without getting bleach on something. So half the time, I'm embarrassed to tell you, half the time I do it in my pajamas or my underwear, because I get bleach. I always get bleach spots. So I don't wear nice clothes. Well, I mean, I wouldn't be wearing nice clothes in the house if I wasn't getting out anywhere anyway, but you know what I'm saying. Oh, that's a little darker, huh? Look at that. We got a third color going down now. And then I'm going to mix some white with some green and put it down there. I don't think this is bad. And y'all, if you think you can't do it, you need to think again, because this is something that I would do with my little students in my exceptional class. or with preschoolers, they could do this. A preschooler, I would even let them use their little fingers, dip in the paint and do it, so that it would be a fingerprint craft, and their parents would have their fingerprints for that Christmas. It's a fun little thing to do. Let me get some white. I didn't bring any white with me. Let me get that. Y'all, I just roll around here like I have good sense. Now, I can't ever get that off of there, so this plastic around here is hard for me to get off. So I am going to do this. I'm gonna pour some white into that darker green that we made. Whoa, that might be too much, but it might not be. It might be fine. Now, let me get a paper towel for this. Oh wait, I forgot I had one already. I'm gonna take this one out first that I had the brown with. I'm gonna take it out first, and I'm gonna show y'all what's next. Okay, I've done that, and now I will go in, after I'm finished, I'll wash it with dishwashing liquid to get it good and clean. This one, I'm not worried about getting clean right now. I'm mostly worried about getting it dry since I'm going into the paint with it. I wish I knew how to paint a bow. I'm not good at that though, so we're not gonna have any bows on this, I don't think, because I haven't learned how to do that yet. I tend to just make a couple loops, then I decide I want more, and I do some more, and then I do some more, and it turns into just a blob of unidentifiable ickness, and I don't like that, but that's what happens because I can't leave well enough alone. I have a problem with that. I like to just keep going. Oh, look, now we have another color. I like it. I think this is gonna work, y'all. That looks like an olive color to me. Who would have known? Okay, so now we know bright green with brown and some white, you can get an olive color with it. And I'm just dotting it around. It's okay to go over the other ones. It's all right, because it's a greenery wreath, and we know that a greenery wreath just means there's green everywhere, right? And it's all different shades of green, and I'm kind of really liking this a lot. I'm kind of liking it. I feel like I need a little bit here. I want to cover the brown a little bit more than what it is right now. So I'm gonna do some small dots where I have a lot of brown, like right there and right there. Yeah, it's a little more brown showing than what I wanted. So we're gonna do that. And now is the fun part, because for these berries, I am not painting circles. That is way too hard. I'm not that good with the brush. So this is what we're gonna do. But I want them to be sort of different colors. So we're gonna have some red berries. We're gonna have some berries this color. Ooh, that looks very like I need to shake it up some more. That looks very watery or oily or something. I need to shake it up. Still a little bit weird looking. We'll see what we get though. Now this one, I know that I'm not able to open it. I can't get the nail out of it. This is a wine color. So I'm going to pop the lid off. That's what I've been doing with it up to now. So that's what I'm gonna keep doing with it, because that's the only way I know to get it open. I can't remember. I think I used this color when I was doing my fall sign with the pumpkins. So what I'm gonna do, let's see if I can get just a drop of this. I don't need a lot. Y'all, I apologize for that little banging noise, but okay, I think that can work. See, I can screw the cap back on, but I can't unscrew the cap because I just can't. They dry so hard. Okay, now I'm looking for the right size end of the paintbrush for what I want to do here. That looks good. I'm gonna start with the lighter color. Oh, that's not gonna work. It's not flat enough. I need a brush that's a little more flat, if that makes sense. Let me see. I don't want to use, oh, well, no, I can use this one. Now, this is a paintbrush I talked about, how I give them haircuts and everything. This one is stiff, like stiff to death. It's just stiff. It's got dried paint in it and everything, but I cut it off and I can use it to scrub, what I call scrub paint. Let's see if this is better. This is better. It's giving us a better size. And we are dipping. You can see I've dipped it in all kinds of colors to make dots. It's the best way to get a good circle. And just dip it into the paint and dot it on there. You could also use the end of an unsharpened pencil would work. I'm just gonna go straight to the red from there. We're not gonna wipe that off or anything, because that'll give these berries some variation if the colors are sort of blended. And then we're gonna do the that darker wine color. Y'all, how much fun. Now we're gonna go to wine. Mix a little red in with it there. And y'all, this is going to be, I think this is gonna be really pretty. I think I may be giving these for Christmas gifts this year. Wow, okay, I'm impressed with how these colors work together. Oh dear, then we had to make a berry there because we dripped. That's not good. I certainly didn't want that to happen, but that's okay. You know what? Things happen. It's art, you know? Things happen. In nature, things happen too, so it's all right. Y'all, now look at that. Don't tell me you can't do this, because guess what? I haven't even got them all mixed in together. You can do this. Anybody can do this. Okay, y'all, I think I'm finished. I think we're done. But I really want to show y'all that you can do these things that you're so scared of. You can do. You can. This is one of the easiest things you'll ever do. I'm telling you. One of the easiest things you'll ever do right here. Look at that. No rhyme or reason to the dots. You just stick those dots in there. You see a spot, you want some color, stick a dot in it. No rhyme or reason. And there we go. And I'll wash this off right now. And I'll wash it again when I, well, that usually is enough for those. But you see, I've used it, looks like black, red, pink. I've used all kinds of colors for that one. This, I'm gonna go ahead and dry this paint out of it. And, thinking I have another one of these already prepped. I may go ahead and put down another spot of brown and make another one of these ornaments. I really like this, and I've got enough paint here to do another one, I'm sure. We'll see. We'll see. But anyway, so that's it. I just want to show y'all. We went from, I'm trying to balance things. We went from this to this, to this, and there we go. I'll put the year or something on the back. I penciled 2024 on the back. I don't know if I'm gonna leave that or not. I may not. Well, no, I don't want to paint it now because this has not dry yet. And then I can use a red ribbon to hang it with, or a pink, or that wine color. If I get bold and put a bow, I might do a gold bow and then tie it with a gold ribbon, hot glue a gold bow. I could do that. I could hot glue a gold bow up here that hangs down over there, and the loops be the hanging part. That's an idea. I'll let y'all know what I end up doing with it. But there you go. Easy, easy, easy. You can do it with your kids and your grandkids. They can do it with their fingerprints. Dot, dot, dot. Easy, easy. And that's it. I just wanted to show y'all how easy it is.